The following content does not reflect the opinions of Fox Sports Radio. Honestly, I thought this show should have been canceled 20 episodes ago.
All right.
Yo.
Coming to you live from Philly. It's the #1 rated Paulie Tony Fusco show.
Yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco and Tony.
Yo.
Huge show today.
Yeah,
We're
can't
gonna set
wait.
the
Let's
record
go.
straight on this Knicks playoff run and why it's
Exactly.
not
Can't
impressive in the slightest.
Not even a little bit,
And on the
bro.
subject of New York, we're going to have someone on this show who's just been very angry lately. We're going to try and
too
help
much.
him. It's a tough time for Mets fans. I mean,
Yup.
It's always a tough time for Mets fans.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
especially right now, just watching them get clowned by the best team in baseball, the Phils.
Yup,
So
the
we're going to bring
Phillies.
on one of the most well-known and angriest Mets fans, Frank the Tank Fleming. Anyway,
Yeah.
before we get into that,
Yeah.
we've noticed a lot of you people out there, you watch the show, but you don't leave any comments. And,
Yeah, what are you
we
doing?
kind of understand why. You're
They're
so
entranced.
entertained.
Yeah.
You're unable to do anything else
Exactly.
but watch.
Yeah, and why would you need to comment on anything so flawless like this show? It doesn't make sense. So I
There's
get
no
it.
reason. I mean,
no, exactly.
But the problem here is with these algorithms and whatnot they got
So
going on.
stupid.
These things, they look at the comments, and that's how they determine if the content is good or not. It's totally
Yeah, but
bad
I mean,
shit.
wouldn't less commenting mean the show is better because everyone's so locked in?
Yeah, great point, Tony. Well, we're going to try
Thank
something
you.
today. Anyone who leaves a comment on YouTube on this video, you screenshot it before you post it, okay? Then you post it, and then you send your screenshot to info@fuscoshow.com. The
Yup.
best commenter out there will win a free item from our world-class merch store, and you can enter as many times as you want.
Wow, what an opportunity for all you fans and all you cheapskates out there.
Yup, great opportunity there. Anyway, it's time to get into it right now with our top story. All right, we vowed not to talk NBA on this show because nobody cares and these playoffs are totally
Exactly.
boring. But
Yep.
we do need to set the record straight on what's going on here with the Knicks. After games 1 and 2, it got so bad with the refs that the Pacers actually had to submit a complaint to the league saying the refs
Unbelievable.
missed 78 calls. And yet somehow this series is still going on. It's a joke, isn't it, Tony?
Absolutely terrible. After the Pacers filed that complaint, the only right thing to do was to stop down the series until all these calls could be fully adjudicated in a court of law. Let's say someone filed a complaint against a hospital because a doctor made 78 bad calls. Would you let him keep doing surgery?
Nope.
Only if you wanted everybody to die.
Great point, Tony. And this whole playoff run can't be sitting too well with Knicks fans. I mean, you look at all
No.
the big names on the team. They all came from Villanova. I mean,
Exactly.
Brunson, Dante, Josh Hart. This is straight up plagiarism, isn't it?
It's not just plagiarism, it's plagiarism.
Yep.
The Knicks, they just copied all of Villanova's players,
Yep.
all of their homework, and now they're taking credit for it.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
who's running the Knicks here? The hot mom from Full House who got her daughter into USC? Frankly, I think James Dolan should be serving time for this.
Absolutely. And, to another big story out of the law, we don't normally talk about politics on this show and
No.
the absolute witch hunt that is the trial against Donald Trump. But,
horrible.
there was a development this week that we have to address. Adult film star Stormy Daniels testified that she denied Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger when he tried to make a move on her after walking her back to her hotel room one night. And, Tony, this could have a serious impact on Big Ben's legacy, couldn't it?
Unfortunately, yes. You just have to look at the stats. About 36,000 other men have been able to convert in that exact same situation, but Big Ben came up short.
Yep.
NFL analysts and also analysts would say that was a relatively easy opportunity,
Yep.
but Big Ben failed to get any penetration at all.
Yep.
I just don't see that happening to real legends like Joe Namath or Joe Montana or, Nick Foles, if you catch my drift.
Totally, Tony. I mean, Stormy Daniels would have been knocking down his door.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, wait just a moment, Tony. This just
What?
came across the newswire here. We have a breaking NFL signing.
Breaking NFL signing.
Okay, Tony, hot off the press here, the website Pro Football Talk has just reported that the Colts have signed wide receiver Anthony Gould, who they drafted in the 5th round of the draft this year. Tony, your instant reaction.
Wow, I didn't see this coming. You know, I'm so glad Pro Football Talk is reporting this valuable news.
Yup.
You know, people think that when NFL teams draft players that it's a done deal, but it's not.
Nope.
When players celebrate at the draft, I'm like, whoa, not so fast, bro.
Yup.
But anyway, after much concern, the Colts have finally signed, what was that guy's name again?
Anthony Gould.
Yeah, Anthony Gould will be a Colt.
Breaking NFL signing.
Okay, well, moving on to other big NFL news. This week, you know, the NFL, they kept leaking the schedule game by game. It was so slow, like an old man taking a piss.
Exactly.
Anyway, we found out that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets will be facing the 49ers in San Fran in week 1. And, Tony, this just works out real well for Aaron Rodgers, doesn't it?
100%. Aaron Rodgers really lucked out getting to face the 49ers in week 1 because the 49ers have lineman Leonard Floyd, who played for Buffalo last year and injured Rodgers in week 1.
Yep.
Well, Aaron Rodgers can only hope that Leonard Floyd can come through in the clutch and injure him again like he did last year.
Yep.
You know, it's a perfect situation for Aaron to end his season up there because he's from Northern California.
Yep.
So his dad could probably just come by the stadium and pick him up after the game.
Yep.
Then he could just go home for the rest of the season and not have to waste his life playing for the Jets.
Just such smart analysis there, Tony. And, well, now to a very controversial story
Thank you.
out of Washington. New Commanders head coach Dan Quinn is now apologizing for wearing an unlicensed shirt, which had the Commanders' W logo on it, but also 2 feathers hanging off the end of it.
Wow.
Signifying the name of the red, the old team. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Tony, you know, people are saying this shirt was offensive, but that's very small-minded of them, wasn't it?
You know, this is all a terrible example of cultural appropriation.
Yep.
What makes Native Americans think that everything with a feather has to be about them?
Yep.
We need to remember that feathers originally belonged to birds until the Native Americans came and ripped that symbol away from them.
Yep.
You know, how do we know Dan Quinn wasn't just honoring birds?
Yep.
You know, this is just so insulting to so much proud feathered wildlife.
Yep.
I mean, if we can't allow this, then what's next? Are
Yep.
the Eagles going to have to remove the wings from their helmets because they have feathers in them?
Yep.
Are we going to have to shave all chickens because they have feathers too?
Yep.
Am I going to have to return my down pillow to the Pottery Barn because it's full of feathers? You know, where does it stop? It's a very slippery slope.
Just absolutely stunning historical perspective there, Tony. And
Thank you.
well, hold on. We have more. This just came across
Another
the line.
one?
More breaking NFL signing news.
Wow.
Breaking NFL signing.
Pro Football Talk is now reporting that the Seahawks have just signed linebacker Tyrese Knight, who they drafted in the 4th round this year out of UTEP.
Wow.
Tony, your instant reaction.
Again, you know, when they drafted him a few weeks ago, I felt like it was 50-50 whether they would actually sign him. Anyway, congratulations to, what's his name again?
Tyrese Knight.
Yeah, him.
Breaking NFL signing.
All right, well, before we get to our guest, it's time for a quick word from our good friends at Red Lobster. If you've been reading the news, you know that Red Lobster locations across the country are going out of business. So if you haven't been eating there, well, shame on you and go yourself.
Yeah, my family has so many fond memories of eating at Red Lobster. In fact, my Aunt Marie's boyfriend, Nunzio, took my aunt there on their very first date, and he told me that he gave her crabs that night. And actually, you know what? Let's just finish that
we'll
another
get into
time.
that
Let's just
story
keep
later.
going.
Anyway, just go to Red Lobster now for 99% off your next meal. Red Lobster.
Hopefully you
okay,
check
well,
in
I
the
see our
mail.
guest coming on the line, so let's get him on the Fusco Satellite Network.
Fusco Satellite Network.
You know, we got to hand it to this guy. He's become one of the more popular personalities in sports, despite being a Mets fan somehow. We've been looking for the right time to bring him on the show. The Phillies, they just killed the Mets in the first 3 games of this series.
Yeah,
he must be at his absolute lowest now. Excuse me, hold on.
We're still introducing you, bro.
Right, maybe you need a broadcasting lesson here. I was going to say this is the perfect time to bring you on the show, but I meant like 15 seconds from now. Anyway, he's the host of the Allow Me to Be Frank podcast. Frank the Tank Fleming, welcome to the show.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah, well, being a Mets fan is all about pain, suffering, misery.
Exactly. And, talking on the subject of misery, we see you on your phone every night. You're yelling into your phone about the Mets. So that leads to a 2-part question. Do you have neighbors? And if so, how much do they want to kill you?
I don't know, but it was either the postman or was one of my neighbors who decided to drop kick my Dwight Gooden bobblehead last week. I came home. It was in the mail, and it looked like Jake Elliott came along and kicked it over the goalpost.
I saw that. The box was all damaged and destroyed. Maybe they're trying to tell you something, bro.
I don't know.
You don't know who did this?
No.
Oh, have you had like a horse head in your bed or something too? Anything like that?
I haven't had that yet.
Okay, so just a Dwight Gooden head for now.
That's next, bro.
All right. Well, that's my question here is, you seem more angry than ever. Have you considered at any point just becoming a Phillies fan and, ending your suffering?
I would never root for any team from Philadelphia.
Oh.
I mean, I look at their fans. The
best.
They're basically troglodytes.
Sorry, I don't have my dictionary with me. What does that mean? Geniuses?
Is that like a good thing?
Actually, quite the opposite. Troglodytes are the cavemen.
Oh, well, you're living in a cave, bro. You're the one still rooting for the Mets after all these years. Shame on you.
Maybe if you announced that you were a Phillies fan, then maybe your neighbors wouldn't hate you and break all your stuff.
I mean, at the end of the day, you still have to live in Philadelphia. I mean, who wants to live in that city?
Yeah, at least I don't live next to you. That must be the worst situation. Anyway, listen,
bro, exactly.
You don't even know how to call food the right thing. I mean, what the fuck? Pork roll? No, it's Taylor ham. Whoa, what the fuck is a hoagie? No, it's a submarine sandwich.
This isn't the Food Network, bro.
Pat and Geno's, both overrated.
No, you want to talk overrated? You're the guy wearing a Knicks hat there. Look at your own hat.
Exactly, bro.
I mean, the most beloved Philadelphia athletes is a movie actor, is a make-believe boxer named Rocky Balboa.
All right, hold on just a moment here. I see the problem here.
By the way,
hold on, Frank. I'm trying to talk to you, Frank.
What a dirty player he is.
I feel like one of your neighbors here telling you to shut up.
I thought Josh Harris owned it for the 76ers. It turns out it's Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
You kidding, bro?
He's come with jokes, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to poke the bear, bro.
I see a problem here. The problem is that you know how much your team suck. So what you do is you deflect.
We're talking baseball. Stop trying to change the subject,
look,
bro.
Back to the Mets, okay?
Yeah.
They have the biggest payroll in all of baseball, and yet they suck. I don't have a question. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, great
Because
point.
the Mets don't know how to develop players. They don't know how to scout. They don't know how, and they don't have an analytic department. They have an anal lifting department that basically tells everyone that
he was listening to the show earlier.
You were listening to our earlier takes.
Good for you, bro.
I mean, what baseball's turned into is a fucking joke. Everyone is fucking Dave Kingman now. I mean,
except for the Phillies, of course, but the rest of the league is a joke, bro.
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, one of the greatest hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, bro.
This home run or nothing bullshit. What the Mets are is their biggest fucking problem.
No, the problem is all the stupid financial decisions they've made. I mean, remind them, Tony.
Though, the Mets once lost a lot of money to Bernie Madoff. But in hindsight, doesn't it seem like Bernie Madoff was actually the right partner based on how they mismanaged their money?
Probably is, but that's in the past. And now we got the Stevie Cohen, who's just, kind of a con man.
Yeah, exactly.
See?
They've went from one to the other. I can tell this is a sore subject for you. Hopefully you didn't invest your money with either of them.
Well, look at I got to tell you this. Their prospects aren't much better. I mean, Luis Acuna Jr. there, Luis Acuna. You know who he is? He's the new Wilton Guerrero.
I have no idea what you just said, bro. Was that like the Univision broadcast there? What happened?
I thought he was singing The Lion King or something. Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, the Mets have Ronald Acuna's brother. He's in the minors. He's their top prospect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll look forward to the year 2047 when they finally have a shot.
Yeah.
Can we talk about people currently on the team?
Exactly, bro.
So, Pete Alonso, right? He's in a contract year, and he's in the bed. He's terrible.
Well,
do you think that's because he's feeling this pressure that he needs to impress other better organizations that he could go play for, like the Marlins?
I think that he is just too home run happy, and he gets in these lulls where if he's too streaky, he is way too streaky. And what's concerning is and it's not going to be money that causes him to leave the Mets. It's going to be years. He wants 10 years. He's got that asshole Scott Boras who just is he's a primrose path.
What?
And I don't think the Mets should give him 10 years. I don't think he's worth 10 years. In 10 years, he's going to be 39.
10 years.
He wants a 10 to 12-year contract.
Pete Alonso in 10 years is going to be cutting salami at the local ShopRite deli, bro.
I think we've upset him. He's upset.
No,
I think that hit too hard for him. He also would like to get a sandwich from Pete Alonso, so he's torn.
Exactly, bro.
Okay, look, obviously we've hit a sore subject here. I don't want to cause you more pain, but
I can't, there's nothing else I can say. The Mets suck.
Well, yeah, when you hear that the Phillies have the best record in baseball, how much does it pain you to hear that? Does it make you just want to go to the nearest window and jump out? Like, where are you mentally?
I hate the Phillies, but truthfully, it's better than watching the motherfucking Atlanta with that stupid motherfucking choppers in their fat ass fraudulent fucking mascot who's just a fucking ripoff of all other fucking mascots.
So beautifully said.
See,
there
you go. Now
you talk.
We can agree on something. That's what you do, bro. That's how you do it, bro.
Los Angeles fucking fraudulent Dodgers. I'm so sick of them. I hate the Phillies. I actually rooted for, and it's so fucking. I felt dirty. I had to fucking I don't know. I thought about swimming in bleach when during the 2009 World Series, watching the Yankees and the Phillies and rooting for the.
Yeah, well, I think that's what your neighbors would like you to go do. But
wait. I just had a thought. You have a lot of solutions on how to fix the team. Did you ever approach your boss at Barstool, Dave Portnoy, and be like, yo, bro, can you do me a favor and buy the Mets and then put me in charge? Because, if you were in charge of the Mets, it's not like they could be any worse than they are now.
No, but I do know that Steve Cohen hates me.
Oh.
It's blocked me.
Oh, he did? That's good, bro.
And has banned any Met employee from acknowledging me or walking with me. So I have this.
Is he the one who smashed your Dwight Gooden?
Is he the one that broke your mail, bro?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't happen to live in a 10-bedroom mansion in the Hamptons, do you?
So anyway, I'm.
Oh, probably not.
I got the hit series, Frank Walks. I did one with Saquon Barkley just before he signed with the Eagles.
That's actually probably why he signed with the Eagles. But
I
sure.
have
Good for you, bro.
Jerry Ferrara coming out. That's
wow, Turtle.
Got some great episodes coming out. We got
Big name 13 years ago. Yep. Okay.
We got
hopefully you released that episode in 2009, but okay.
No, well, Jerry Ferrara is getting released today.
I'll look for that, and also the new Kesha album. Okay.
We have done Boomer Esiason, Mike Francesa.
Okay.
We walked around with several actors from The Sopranos. So
all right, now you're just promoting your podcast. All right, this is not time to just promote your work here. All right,
that's what I'm doing.
Look,
he knows we have millions of
people
listening.
You're using our airtime to promote.
Trying to use us,
300th
bro.
episode of Raw Dogging come out this week.
All right, yeah. Okay. You're a media mogul there, Frank. All right, but I know what you really want to talk about. You want to talk about the Knicks, okay?
Yeah.
The Pacers, after game 1 and 2, right, they came out and they challenged 78 calls. Don't you think that they should have paused the series right there until those calls could be fully adjudicated in a court of law?
Yup.
Are you on crack? I know that's a popular.
You're sitting on a big crack.
You're sitting on one. Your crack is showing,
there's
bro.
like there's a 90% chance that you are on crack for living in Philadelphia.
The only crack you're going to see is when I split your head open on the sidewalk, bro, for that kind of comment.
bro. Exactly. You thought the mail, that's how your head's going to look. Like the boxes in your mail, bro.
Yeah. I'm going to crack your head like the Dwight Gooden bobblehead.
I mean,
Yeah, bro.
I mean, the Indiana Pacers just can't handle it. They're crying. They're bemoaning. And the Knicks, thanks to the fucking
78 bad calls, bro.
thanks to the the Knicks, this series would be over if it wasn't for all the injuries the Knicks had. I mean, come on. You have Joel Embiid, this filthy, dirty player, breaking legs out there. He should have been kicked out of the game for that.
Did you ever watch the Knicks, bro? You kidding?
You don't twist someone's leg. You
Charles
don't twist someone's
Oakley,
leg.
Anthony Mason, they were basically serial killers, bro. Yeah.
They couldn't
Anthony
even make a
Mason.
shot.
The Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, all they ever do is choke. Joel Embiid, come on, they choke. I mean, of course.
You want a cheesesteak, bro. That's what chokes.
Of course, you had the good sense to get rid of Ben Simmons, but you know what? Ben Simmons encapsulates the whole Philadelphia experience.
No.
You
You want to talk about the Philadelphia experience? I'll tell you about the Philadelphia experience. All the Knicks,
tell them.
the entire Knicks team, they're all from Villanova. You got Brunson, Dante, Josh Hart.
Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Philly basketball
Listen to me.
players.
There's something worse than plagiarism. That is called plagiarism.
Plagiarism, bro.
They kicked the ever-loving shit out of fucking Philadelphia.
Are you kidding? They copied our homework, bro.
Philadelphia, this, that, no.
No, you want to know what I'm going to say? This too. This fucking interview.
This interview, bro.
Guess what,
Frank?
Frankly,
the
you're
Tank,
off the
you're
show.
Off the
Get
show.
out of here. Get off the show.
Let's be frank.
Yeah, I'm going to
You're
make like
off
your
the
neighbors
show.
and smash your head in. You're going to look like a Dwight Gooden bobblehead after this.
You're in
I'll
the
see you on the
tank.
sidewalk, bro.
Off the show.
Fusco Satellite Network.
Is he off the line?
Jay, hang
You
up
know,
the
what
phone.
were you thinking bringing that clown on this show?
Oh.
Never again.
Nope. And that counts as another loss for the Mets to the Phillies, bro.
Yeah, exactly. There. Well said, Tony.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's not let him ruin, which was a terrific show all around.
Yeah,
of course,
bro.
we want to thank our good friends at Red Lobster. And
Are you kidding me?
No, hold on.
the guy who makes Frank the Tank look bearable. What?
Yeah. Producer Jay, what do you want?
Corrections.
Go.
Why? Hurry up.
Well, you said when an NFL player gets drafted, there's no guarantee that the team is going to sign him.
Yeah, bro.
Anything can happen, bro.
No, it can't. In fact, because of the changes to the way the rookie contracts are structured now, it's basically guaranteed that the team will sign all of the draft picks.
Oh, yeah? Well, if there's one thing I can't wait to see get signed, it's your death certificate.
Yeah, you're going to get a draft. After I fought in your face.
Oh! Good one, Tony.
You're done. We got him. That's it.
No,
What?
hold on.
What?
When you were talking about the Commanders, you said Native Americans stole the symbol of the feather from birds.
Yeah, appropriation, bro.
Shameful, bro.
Yeah.
But when a bird has feathers, that's not a symbol of anything. I mean, I can't believe I even need to explain this.
Oh, yeah? Well, after the show, I'm going to disassemble your body parts.
Yeah, here's a symbol about a bird. There you go. Right there, bro.
Great
Boom,
one, Tony.
He's done.
One more thing.
What?
You
What?
think people aren't leaving comments on your YouTube videos because they're flawless and don't need comments?
Yeah, bro.
What's there to say, bro?
Nothing.
Did you consider that maybe people aren't leaving comments on your videos because they're not watching them?
You know what, based on that, you should consider jumping off a cliff.
You know what? I can't wait to watch your funeral. Oh, he's
Great one,
he's
Tony.
shaking,
And
he's
talking about can't wait to
shaking.
watch. This just came across. Booked on the
What?
show next week. Super Bowl legend,
Who?
Eagles hero, Nick Foles will be here.
Wow.
Hey, don't forget to enter our contest. Leave a comment on this video.
Yeah, bro,
You
do
know,
it.
post a review on the Apple Podcast. You'll be entered to win. The best one will get a free piece of merchandise from our world-class merch store. And
Leave
talking
comments,
about
bro.
world-class, Tony. Great job today, as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you people next week.
See ya.